Now also happening this weekend, the Walk Like MADD and MADD-5K returns. Joining us in studio with a preview, we have Amber Morales, the MADD Kern County's program coordinator and unfortunately a survivor yourself. We also have another survivor, Dixon, and Susan Gonzalez, co-presenting sponsor with Eagle Mountain Casino. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you for having us.
So this is something sadly we cover here at KGT almost every week, these awful drunk driving and drug driving crashes. Tell us about the work that MADD is doing here locally.
MADD, we go out into the community and we educate our youth. We educate the guardians, adults in the community with alcohol and what happens and the dangers and consequences and things like that, and how important it is for us to just be educated and know what we're getting into and what's happening out here in our community.
And raising awareness is so important, but I think it really hits home when people hear a personal story. What is your story of survival?
In 2018, a family of five, my family, my ex-husband Adam was driving, and my 19-year-old son Caleb, my 14-year-old daughter Madison, his 11-year-old daughter he had with his current wife Jordan, all passed away when somebody hit them. And my 17-year-old son, who is now 24, was the only survivor. So my passion with MADD comes from that and being able to educate, because I just don't want anyone else to be another victim. No more victims. And impaired driving ends here, should end here.
So you are a mother who lost your children.
Absolutely.
Awful. Sorry, let's Stevia. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through it,
Right.
but please tell us your story.
On May the 6th of 2024, I was headed to work. I work at Wasco High School as an assistant principal, and I was hit head-on by a drunk driver. It left me all mangled, 2 broken legs, broken ankles, multiple broken ribs, broken arm. I've had 8 surgeries to put myself back together again. Was told I wouldn't walk, but I walked in here today. And so just to put awareness out there, like, it does affect people's lives forever. And so if we can do anything to help get awareness out there and just let people know it does affect people, just impaired driving is drunk driving. And so if I could just share my story and just make anyone aware. I work with high schoolers, so it's very important for them to understand that this does hit home.
And it's so personal. So then, Susan, please tell us why it's so important for you to be a part of this event Saturday.
Yes, of course. So the Tule River Tribe and Eagle Mountain Casino are always trying to be great community partners, and MADD, of course, is one of the top most important, because we want responsible players and people who have fun at casinos, sometimes drink, and we want them to know how important it is that they have a designated driver, that they utilize resources like Uber, Lyft, or anyone else that can pick them up to prevent situations like this that are life-changing, not just in that moment, but forever for them, for the survivors and their families.
And I remember that feeling as a teenager, thinking I'm invincible, that can't happen to me. So I think this is a great event to bring your young teen drivers out to. But honestly, any child of any age, any adult, this is an important message to hear. On Saturday, we'll have those victim stories, we'll have the survivor testimonies. And of course, we need your help to raise the money to continue these events. So join us for the Walk Like MADD. It's a run and the 5K dash, which I love. Do we need to pre-register, or can we also just show up Saturday?
We can register online. Still keep registering, and then you can sign up into the day, the morning of the event, but get there early enough to register.
Perfect. And then how do we connect with you if we want to volunteer beyond the event?
I can be reached via email at amber.morales@madd.org, or my telephone number 661-304-2476.
Perfect. Thank you for being so accessible. Thank you for sharing your stories. We appreciate it.
Thank you.